धड्कन बढ्नेछ एकाएक दराज 11-11। धड्कन बढ्नेछ एकाएक दराज 11-11। धड्कन बढ्नेछ एकाएक दराज 11-11। धड्कन बढ्नेछ एकाएक दराज 11-11।
All right, a very good evening सबैलाई नमस्ते र अग्रिम तिहार र छठको शुभकामना मेरो व्यक्तिगत तर्फबाट र दराजको तर्फबाट पनि। I'm your host सुरज सिंह ठकुरी र म आज आएको छु धेरै प्राइजेसहरु यहाँलाई दिनको लागि। I always come with surprises. That's me, ladies and gentlemen. र आजको इभिनिङमा पनि 11-11 र यो भर्चुअली हामी किन गरिरहेको छौं भने यु नो द पेन्डेमिक सिचुएसन छ, एक आपसमा हामी दूरी कायम गर्नुपर्ने भएको छ जुन पक्कै पनि हाम्रो लागि राम्रो हैन, बट देन जस्तो डिमान्ड छ त्यही अनुसार हामी अगाडि बढ्नुपर्छ। यो कोभिड जानेवाला छैन, यो हामीसँगै हुन्छ। टाइम एन्ड अगेन म भन्छु यसलाई कोप अप गर्दै लिएर जाउँ। बेसिक कुराहरुमा मात्र ध्यान दियो भने स्पेशली यदि मास्क सही तरिकाले लाउनुहुन्छ, रेगुलरली ह्यान्ड वाश गर्नुहुन्छ, स्यानिटाइज गर्नुहुन्छ र एक आपसको दूरी र सकेसम्म नयाँ व्यक्तिलाई र नयाँ चीज यदि टाढै बस्नुहुन्छ भने यसलाई हामी पक्कै जित्न सक्छौं। जुन तरिकाले अगाडि यसले त्रास र डर हामीलाई दिएको थियो, विथ टाइम हामी यसलाई बुझ्दै छौं, यसले पनि हामीलाई बुझ्दै छौं। सो सहकार्यमा अगाडि बढौँ होला। Having said that, 11-11 virtual को यो मेगा क्याम्पेन को अनाउन्समेन्ट को लागि छ, and thanks to Daraz for having me here. It's always amazing to work with these amazing people and amazing brand. Let's talk about Daraz, जुन एउटा नौलो नाम चाहिँ हाम्रो लागि सायद अब नहोला, किन जुन तरिकाले स्पेशली यो पेन्डेमिक को सिचुएसनले जे डिमान्ड गरेछ दराजले हामीलाई त्यही फुलफिल गर्दिरहेछ। अर्थात घर बसी बसी तपाईले चाहेको सामान तपाईको घर दैलोमा आइपुग्छ। यो पहिला सम्भव थिएन, चाहे त्यो रोड होस्, चाहे फ्युल होस्, एक्स्ट्रा टाइम, एफर्ट, एनर्जी सबै लाउनु पर्थ्यो। बट थ्यांक्स टु दराजले गर्दा हामीलाई एउटा नयाँ संस्कार के सिकाइदिएछ भने तपाईलाई के चाहिएछ त्यो तपाईको घर दैलोमा ल्याउने जिम्मेवारी हाम्रो। सकेसम्म चाँडो र जुन तरिकाको प्रोडक्ट तपाईले हेर्नु भएको छ एक्ज्याक्टली त्यही प्रोडक्ट तपाईको साथमा आउँछ। अवश्य त्रुटि कमी कमजोरी हुन्छ, त्यही गर्दै हामी अगाडि बढ्ने हो। त्यसकारण एक आपसलाई समय दिनुपर्छ जस्तो लाग्छ हामीले दराजलाई, र दराजले पनि नेपाली कम्युनिटी, नेपाली कस्टमरहरूलाई बुझिदिनुपर्छ लाग्छ। जुन उहाँले राम्रो तरिकाले गरिरहनु भएको छ त्यसको ग्यारेन्टी म पर्सनली यहाँलाई दिन चाहन्छु। ओके, ई कमर्सको कुरा जब आउँछ दराज अग्रपन्थीमा आउँछ। नट ओन्ली नेपाल, 5 वटा कन्ट्रीमा जस्तै नेपाल, पाकिस्तान, श्रीलङ्का, बङ्गलादेश एन्ड म्यानमारमा। र यो अलिबाबाको पनि एउटा ग्रुप हो जसले चाहिँ के हामीलाई प्रुभ गर्छ भने वी आर द लिडर्स, लिडिङ कम्पनी यो संसारभरिको अलिबाबा ग्रुप भन्नासाथ वी अल नो दिस। र त्यो चाहिँ दराजको चाहिँ इन्ट्रिगल पार्ट नेपालको रूपमा हामीसँग दराजको स्वरूपमा छ। अब के हुन्छ त 11-11 भन्नासाथ यहाँलाई थाहा छ होला 11 एन्ड देन दुईटा अर्को 11 आउनासाथ देयर आर लट अफ सरप्राइजेस, देयर आर गुड न्यूज फर अस। चाहे त्यो सेलरको रूपमा होस्, कस्टमरको रूपमा होस्, वा पोसिबल कस्टमरको रूपमा होस्, वा मिडिया अरु सबैको लागि चाहिँ इट हैज बिकम द बेस्ट ई प्लेटफर्म जहाँ तपाईले हामीले चाहेको कुराहरू घर दैलोमा आउँछ। म टाइम एन्ड अगेन भनिरहेको छु। एन्ड लेट्स टक अबाउट बिग प्राइजहरु। एक दुईटा कुराहरू चाहिँ मैले जानी किन पढिरहेको छु भने यो वर्ड बाइ वर्ड यहाँलाई एक्सप्लेन गर्यो भने चाहिँ विल मेक मोर सेन्स। अलराइट, सो टु बिगिन विथ, दिस इज द थर्ड टाइम वी आर डुइङ 11-11। आइम स्योर दराजलाई जतिजनाले रेगुलरली नजिकबाट फलो गरिरहनु भएको छ होला, यहाँ अवेर हुनुहुन्छ यो कुराबाट। अमेजिङ डिस्काउन्ट जब 11-11 को कुरा आउँछ त्यो डिस्काउन्ट भन्ने शब्द हामी चाहेर पनि त्यसलाई छुटाउन सक्दैन, इट्स अलवेज देयर। ओके, मेगा डिल्सहरु त्यसै गरी छन्। एडिसनल 20% अफ अप टु ₹3000 को पर्चेजमा बाइ कार्ड वा प्रिपेमेन्ट गर्नुभयो भने डिस्काउन्टमाथि पनि डिस्काउन्ट। हाउ कुल इज द्याट। त्यसको साथसाथै अपाचे टिभीएस RR310 जसको मूल्य निकै नै राम्रै छ त्यो पनि तपाईले प्राप्त गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ 11-11। आई थिंक इट्स 19th of November जहाँ तपाईले यसको लकी ड्र मार्फत तपाईले त्यो अपाचे बाइक जित्न सक्नुहुन्छ। चाडपर्व सिद्ध्या पनि र हातमा एउटा बाइक पनि। हाउ कुल इज द्याट। मुभिङ अहेड, आज हामीसँग अतिथिहरू पनि हुनुहुन्छ। 3 जना अतिथि मेरो साथमा यहाँ आउनुहुन्छ भने 1 जना अतिथि हामीसँग भर्चुअली जोइन गर्नुहुनेछ। सो त्यसको लागि म यहाँलाई के आग्रह गर्न चाहन्छु, जति सक्दो अहिले यो भिडियो शेयर गर्नुस्। हेरेर हामीलाई के फाइदा, मैले त केही अर्डर गर्नेवाला छैन जस्तो लागिरहेछ भने हेरेर पनि फाइदा हुने भनेको सायद दराजमा मात्रै होला। सो यो भिडियो जति धेरै यहाँले शेयर गर्नुहुन्छ, ट्रस्ट मी तपाईको हात खाली जाँदैन। यु हैव अ सरप्राइज कमिङ टु यु वे pretty soon. All right, to begin with, हामीसँग like I said, तीनजना अतिथिहरू हुनुहुन्छ. To begin with, I have the managing director, Lino, Mr. Lino from Daraz. त्यसै गरी सन्तोष विष्टजी हुनुहुन्छ हेड अफ डेक्स र सम्झनाजी हुनुहुन्छ चिफ कस्टमर सर्भिस, उहाँ पनि दराजबाटै हुनुहुन्छ. म फेरि भन्न चाहन्छु जतिजनाले अहिले मलाई यो लाइभमा हेरिरहनु भएको छ प्लिज सेयर गर्न थाल्नुहोस्. तपाईले सेयर गर्न साथ तपाईलाई के हुन्छ भने इट्स म्याटर अफ क्लिकिङ वन बटन. हेर्नुहोस्, तर त्यो गरे बाबत यदि इफ यु गुड इनफ एन्ड लकी इनफ तपाईले प्राप्त गर्नुहुन्छ राम्रै प्राइज. अलराइट, टु बिगिन विथ नाउ लेट मी allow me to welcome the managing director Darazको लागि, Mr. Lino. Welcome to the show. Welcome to your show, actually.
Thank you, Suraj. Good to have you here.
How are you?
Very good, very good. Very excited, yeah.
So how is COVID handling you, or you're handling COVID?
I would say you obviously get used to it, right? Because it's now already been 7 months, so I would say that we all coping better with it, right? I would say that the first months were tough for everyone. Obviously, it's not over, but I guess everyone gets a bit of a hang of it, right?
And it's going pretty well.
In terms of company or personally?
Yeah, both.
Yeah, I mean, I think I can probably speak also from the heart of everyone that probably all of our social lives are probably not the most exciting ones like it was before, but when it comes to business, I would say that it's very promising how the direction is going. E-commerce is really booming, it's really, really growing, and we can really serve a need, and that makes also us quite happy.
And if I was you, I would be very happy with this pandemic, because the way you wanted things to be, the nature has said like, okay, you want it, you get it.
I would never say I would be happy with the pandemic, but nevertheless, I would say that...
As a business side, not the human side.
I would say definitely it has accelerated definitely the e-commerce adoption. I think that's a phenomenon that you don't only see in Nepal, but actually worldwide, right? You really see the big e-commerce companies growing everywhere. And also the whole industry in Nepal has also really evolved since March.
True.
I would say it was growing quite fast already since 2 years. That's pretty much since Alibaba is here.
Of
but
course.
It's growing fast, yeah.
Let's talk about those amazing digits, 1111. What's new for this 11? I think this is the third time we're celebrating 1111 in Nepal.
It's
so
the third time,
what's new? What's happening? What's the extra flavor that you're getting this time around?
I mean, yes, we're bringing it for the third time to Nepal, which is obviously very exciting for us. And I think the good thing is that every 11/11 we're obviously learning a lot, right? So when we brought it the first time, we were obviously also maybe not as experienced with a big campaign like this. And then every after a campaign, we really focus on really infrastructure investments, really making sure that our logistics becomes better, that our customer experience becomes better, and that also obviously the offering for customers gets much better. So I would say it's a very different 11/11 this year, considering, like you also said, the circumstances with COVID, right? It's impacting still all of us, but we're still going to bring a lot of new things. And it's also nice for us to at least bring something positive where some people also face a very difficult time right now, so that we can also ensure that people can get good deals and also can do it in a safe way. So we're pretty excited, and I'm sure we're going to talk a lot more about the deals and everything later.
So what would be the highlights, or how you're planning the whole campaign, because we're almost there, not almost a week far away. So the last time, or the last minute preparation, how's it going?
Actually,
with, of course, pandemic in side by side.
Absolutely. No, you always need to be alert, because you never know what happens around you with this pandemic right now. But we're preparing pretty much since last year, 11/11. So we're on a very, very good track. Obviously, there's still a lot of last-minute things always happening. The team is working super hard across all our locations. But there's a lot of stuff happening, and I'm pretty excited. And it's very hard to also say that there's just one big thing or just one highlight. The list is super long. It goes from a lot of gaming events that we have new, for example, a Ludo tournament where people can compete against other users from Daraz in Pakistan and Sri Lanka, in Bangladesh. That's something completely new that we haven't really done on such a scale before. We're having a lot of banking discounts, like you also mentioned, so that's also super exciting. 11 banks, that's quite a big number that we actually never had. Like, we actually have 11 banks, a lot of new banks that also give discounts. Obviously, a lot of deals from customers, as from sellers. So in that sense, customers can be pretty excited.
Okay, before Daraz, it was a very new thing to us, especially to Nepalese community. Things that you want comes to your doorstep. There was mistrust. There were a lot of hiccups in the process. I order something, I normally get something else. That was the process. But thanks to Daraz, Daraz has actually raised the bar. And so how do you see Nepali community adapting to your brand?
Quite a lot. And I think you're also right, is that the most important is trust. And you need to always keep up this trust. So even if you, for example, you make a very good job, you need to ensure that you also keep that momentum very high. And that obviously happens when you really have a good customer experience, when you really shop and it works out well, the product is really what it should be, you've got a good price, and even if we are not happy, then you can just easily return it and get your money back. So we always constantly, every day, we really need to work very hard across all departments to build that trust and to keep that trust also. But I would also agree with you that it has really, it is much more established, but we're still obviously far from where, for example, countries like China or Singapore, where we also are with Daraz and Alibaba. So we still have to obviously make it better, and we also obviously have to make the ecosystem better, because it's not only about us, right? It's all about the sellers, it's different banks, and we are kind of in the middle to bring everyone on the same table and make sure that it works.
So can I call a bridge for Daraz for bringing the customer and the seller together?
Not only the seller and the customer. Obviously, you're right. This is the major focus, bringing more than 6,000
Somebody
sellers.
wants to sell and somebody wants to buy, and then you come in between and facilitate both sides.
Exactly. But then also there are logistics companies, for example. So we also bring the logistics companies on board to make sure also that the delivery then happens. We bring the banks on board. We bring wallets on board, like Isewa. So pretty much everyone on the same table and make sure that everyone improves. So that's
and
kind
every
of our
factor
job.
has an important role to play.
Absolutely. And everyone needs to improve.
You can't
And
miss out with even a single factor.
Oh, 100% not. I mean, we obviously have to do this. And
Yeah. All right. So thank you. I'll get back to you in a while. अहिलेको लागि चाहिँ well Mr. Lino हुनुहुन्थ्यो, उहाँले बुझाइहाल्नुभयो 11-11 के हुँदैछ, कसरी हुँदैछ. Let me remind you one more time, जति पनि यो अहिले भिडियो यहाँले हेरिरहनु भएको छ या लाइभ स्ट्रिमिङ हेरिरहनु भएको छ, प्लिज शेयर गर्नु होला. त्यो गरे बापत we have something good coming your way. Alright. यसको साथसाथै अहिले भर्चुअली चाहिँ जब हामी ई-कमर्स को कुरा गर्छौं, अनलाइन बैंकिङ को कुरा गर्छौं, I think we need to get connected to the bank itself as well. So बैंक को एउटा प्रतिनिधि हाम्रो साथमा हुन्छ जो very popular हुनुहुन्छ, उहाँ एउटा प्रष्ट वक्ता पनि हुनुहुन्छ र फाइनान्शियली very sound पनि हुनुहुन्छ. कुन कन्टेक्स्टमा भने उहाँले हामीलाई रियल पिक्चर देखाइदिनुहुन्छ. When it comes to finance या cash या चाहिँ अनलाइन पेमेन्ट को कुरा आउँछ र बैंक को कुरा आउँछ, this man is leading. Ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to welcome and say namaste to Mr. Anil Shah, CEO of Nepal Bank. So Anil, welcome to the show, and please have few words for this 11-11 campaign, or online or e-commerce.
यो समयको चक्रव्यूहलाई कोहीले पनि रोक्न सक्दैन. संसारमा जे भए पनि, हैन, कोभिड भाइरस भए पनि, हैन, हाम्रो जिन्दगीमा जे जस्तो भए पनि समयको चक्रव्यूह चलि नै रहन्छ र चल्दा चल्दै अब फेरि हामी 11-11 मा आएको छौं. The wheels of time keep spinning, and the spinning wheels of time has again brought us to 11-11. So I'd like to wish Daraz and the Daraz team a phenomenal success on this amazing day. म अझ सम्झिन्छु केही वर्ष अगाडि जब दराजले चाहिँ 11-11 नेपालमा गर्छौं भनेर भन्दाखेरि मलाई पनि अलिकति लागेको थियो यो नेपालमा हुन्छ र भनेर. त्यो बेलामा यसरी हैन डिजिटली शपिङ गर्ने, अनलाइन शपिङ गर्ने त्यत्रो पपुलर थिएन नेपालमा. So I used to wonder, will it work in Nepal? 11-11 I'd heard of all around the world, but what about Nepal? Will it happen? But what really impressed me is the dedication of the Daraz team. They kept at it. The first year was good, then it was great, then it's exceptional, and I expect this year, because of the pandemic, because of the fact that we have all got used to now doing online shopping much more than we did 7 months ago, this 11-11 is going to be phenomenal. Nabil Bank is truly privileged to have been a partner walking with Daraz right from day one until 11-11 today as well. Digitization भनेको Nabil Bank को इतिहासमा पहिलादेखि नै आएको हो, अहिले मात्रै हैन. 2017 सालमा डिजिटल पेमेन्ट गेटवे नाबिलले लिएर आएर चाहिँ त्यो बेलामा हामीले लिएर आएको चाहिँ when so that SMEs, people who are doing business in Nepal, could get access to the world, and they would be able, their customers could be anywhere in the world, buy their goods and be able to pay through our payment gateway. Before that, even more than a decade back, we had started online account opening. But we found with all these digital innovations that Nabil kept doing, maybe the market wasn't ready for it now. But guess what? Now the market is more than ready. Now, whatever the supply is, the demand is even more for digital banking products and services. We have GenN, the digital account opening, which is doing phenomenally well, not only in urban areas, but right throughout Nepal. We have E at Nabil for corporates, so that corporates now don't have to come. Multiple signatures are taken care of. Transfers, payment of vendors, everything is taken care of with E at Nabil. Similarly, now, when you come to the counter, you don't need to give a check. Through QR, you can make withdrawals right at the counter. So we are exponentially enhancing our digital capabilities. And we are really glad that there are institutions like Daraz which are there to build the ecosystem. किनभने वित्तीय संस्थाले हामीले वित्तीय सेवा डिजिटल गर्न सक्छौँ तर त्यो वित्तीय सेवालाई चलाउनको लागि चाहिँ एउटा इकोसिस्टम चाहिन्छ र त्यो इकोसिस्टमको एउटा पाइनियर दराज पनि हो जब चाहिँ अनलाइन शपिङ भन्ने चाहिँ मान्छेहरूले गरे पनि क्याश पेमेन्ट अन डेलिभरी हुन्थ्यो अहिले नो you use your card now, you use your Nabil card and you make payments as you order. If you haven't already activated, make sure you activate your card for online payments so that when 11/11 comes, at the stroke of midnight, you're able to order what you want and you're able to get it as soon as possible. Once again, Nabil Bank is really privileged and proud to have been a partner of Daraz through this journey till now. And the best part is, the journey is only just beginning. Online shopping, digital banking को यो यात्राको सुरुवात मात्रै हामीले गरेको छौँ अहिले आउने दिनहरूमा आउने महिना वर्षहरूमा आज हामीले जे गरिरहेको छौँ त्यो भन्दा धेरै बढी डिजिटल सेवाबाट हामीले वित्तीय सेवाहरू पनि दिन्छौँ र दराज जस्तो संस्थाहरूले चाहिँ they will do more and more to ensure that we can stay safe at home and get whatever we want delivered right to our doorsteps. So I'm looking forward to 11/11. I'm looking at what I want. I'm looking at how I'm going to be staying up to midnight to make sure I order right at the stroke so that I get it as soon as possible. I hope you are too. Daraz and Daraz team, all the very best for 11/11/2020. Whatever the situation is, samayko yo chakravyuh ghumirahन्छ. This time will keep on going on and on. And before you know it, 11/11 will be upon us. Hope you're ready. I am. The Nabil team is ready to support you. Daraz is there to make sure that you get what you want at the price that you want it on 11/11. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Anil Dai. Thank you for those kind and amazing, brilliant. Right, sorry for the interruption. I think internet प्रविधिको hiccups भने या नराम्रो पक्ष भने के हो यसले हामीलाई certain कुराबाट टाढा राख्छ चाहेको कुरा हुन दिदैन सो यसलाई नै यसरी नै लियौँ होला and I hope you take it with a good spirit. All right, अनिल जी हुनुहुन्थ्यो हाम्रो साथमा एकैछिन अगाडि र अहिले मेरो साथमा हुनुहुन्छ लजिस्टिक हेरिनुहुन्छ आई थिंक डेक्स हैन यु कल इट डेक्स
दराज एक्सप्रेस शॉर्ट फर्म डेक्स
सो म चाहिँ डेक्स नै शॉर्ट फर्म भन्दैन दराज एक्सप्रेस हो यो भनेको सो नयाँ टर्म यहाँहरुको लागि मेरो लागि डेक्स भन्दा नाम के बुझ्छ दराज जुन एक्सप्रेस वेमा तपाईको लागि आउँछ सो लजिस्टिक एस्पेक्ट अलि इम्पोर्टेन्ट छ कुन तर्फबाट कस्टमर र सेलर सबैको लागि यो मार्केटिङ फाइनान्शियल एस्पेक्टलाई हामीले अघि कुरा गरिहाल्यौं अहिले चाहिँ सन्तोष जी मेरो साथमा हुन्छ सन्तोष जी वेलकम टु द शो
थ्यांक यू सो मच
अब कुरा गाली खाने काम हुन्छ है कहिले तपाईहरुलाई मैले भनेको सामान मेरो भनेको ठाउँमा आएन भनेर त्यो कम्प्लेनहरु किन कस्टमरहरुको बानी नै इट्स भेरी ह्युमन
इट्स भेरी एक्सपेक्टेड आई वुड से
एक्सपेक्टेड पनि र भेरी नेचुरल र ह्युमन पनि के हो भने लगानी गरिसकेपछि वी वान्ट द बेस्ट भनेको टाइममा इनफ्याक्ट चाहेको भन्दा अगाडि नै आइदियो भने फोन राख्नु पाएन 1 घण्टामा आइदियो भने दराज गजब 2 घण्टा ढिलो भयो भने दराजले के गरे भन्ने सोच्छौ सो यो सबै कुरा हजारवटा ठाउँबाट अर्डर एकै दिनमा आयो हजारवटा ठाउँमा पुर्याउनु पर्यो त्यो रोड कन्डिसन त्यो लिमिटेड रिसोर्सेस अहिले हाम्रो त्यसपछि यो पेन्डेमिकको सिचुएसन कसरी घर घरमा त्यो कुराहरु खुशियाली पुर्याइरहनु भएको छ
सो यसको लागि चाहिँ आई वुड लाइक टु फोकस अन 5 की एस्पेक्ट्स हैन जुन चाहिँ वी हैव रियली फोकस्ड अन यो सक्सेसफुल 11/11 जुन क्याम्पेन छ यसलाई सक्सेसफुल बनाउनको लागि सर्वप्रथम त छ तपाईको हायरिङ हैन सो
हायरिङ भन्नाले के बुझ्छौ हामी
हायरिङ भन्नाले जुन डेलिभरीमा जुन जानुहुन्छ लास्ट माइल डेलिभरी जुन डोर टु डोर एक्सपेक्टेसन जुन अघि हजुरले भन्नुभयो हो त्यसको लागि जुन ह्युमन रिसोर्सेस हायरिङ छ त्यसको लागि हामीले यो क्याम्पेन मात्रै फोकस्ड गरेर 700 जना भन्दा बढीमा डेलिभरी एजेन्टहरु हायर गरिसकेको छौं
अर्थात 11/11 को लागि
11/11 लाई फोकस गरेर हजुर सो त्यो एउटा चीज की एस्पेक्ट हाम्रो मेजर फोकस भएको भयो त्यो सँगसँगै अर्को भनेको कभरेज एक्सपेन्सन र लजिस्टिक्स पार्टनर्सहरु जो हुनुहुन्छ उहाँहरुको एक्सपेन्सनको हैन सो कभरेज एक्सपेन्सन सो करेन्टली दराज इज अपरेटिङ इन 27 डिफरेंट बिग सिटीज विदिन नेपाल हैन सो दैट्स अनदर फोकस अनि यो बाहेक अघि मैले जुन भने लजिस्टिक्स पार्टनर हैन
यहाँले अघि सरी यहाँले अघि जुन 700 जना भन्नुभयो त्यो काठमाडौँ बेस्ड हो कि यो 27 वटा शहरको कुरा गरिरहेका छौं हामी
यो इन्टायर नेपाल भरिको हायरिङको कुरा गरिरहेको छु मैले यो चाहिँ फेरि दराज एक्सप्रेसको साइडबाट मात्रै जस्तै मैले भर्खर भनिरहेको छु जुन यो लजिस्टिक्स पार्टनरहरु हाम्रो अहिले हाम्रो इकोसिस्टममा 6 वटा लजिस्टिक्स पार्टनरहरु आबद्ध हुनुहुन्छ र हामी सँगसँगै काम गरिरहनु भएको छ उहाँहरुको हायरिङ फेरि डिफरेंट तरिकाले उहाँहरूले सँगसँगै
प्रत्यक्ष तपाईको निगरानीमा भएको छ 700 जना
हजुर
प्लस प्लस चाहिँ छ
छँदैछ सो त्यो अर्को एस्पेक्ट छ अगेन सो लजिस्टिक्स पार्टनरको कुरा गर्नुपर्दाखेरि 2 years ब्याक वी जस्ट ह्याड वान लजिस्टिक्स पार्टनर मात्रै पहिला काम गर्ने होइन अहिले वी हेभ ग्रोन इन्टु 6 डिफ्रेन्ट कम्पनीज होइन अनि अब कन्टेक्स्ट अलिकति सेयर गर्नुपर्दाखेरि 2 years ब्याक फ्यु अफ आवर कम्पनीज चाहिँ 50वटा भन्दा कम प्याकेजमा काम गरिरहनु भएको थियो एन्ड दे हेभ ग्रोन इन्टु अ कम्पनी द्याट क्यान इजिली deliver in excess of 3,000 plus packages in a day. And so 2 वर्षको दौरानमा हामी सँगसँगै together with Daraz Express को team सँगसँगै logistic partnerहरू पनि त्यतिकै grow गरिरहनु भएको छ. That's another key focus area for us. त्यो बाहेक अर्को भनेको infrastructure र technology छ. And technology is our key specialization that we really need. And अब infrastructure को कुरा गर्नु पर्दाखेरि अब सेलरकोबाट प्याकेज रेडी हुन्छ कस्टमरले अर्डर गर्नु भएपछि त्यो प्याकेज कुनै न कुनै एउटा लोकेसनमा आउँछ होइन अनि त्यसलाई सोर्ट गर्नुपर्छ भन्नाले कुनै पोखरा जाने होला कुनै विराटनगर जाने होला या विभिन्न सिटीहरू जाने होला या भित्र यहीँ काठमाडौँमा पनि धेरै ठाउँ जाने होला होइन त्यसको लागि सोर्ट गर्ने एउटा ठाउँ चाहिन्छ जुनलाई हामीले सोर्ट सेन्टर भन्छ यो जस्ट लाइक कपल अफ मन्थ्स ब्याक वेयर अपरेटिङ फ्रम 9,000 square feet या 10,000 square feet अफ एरिया होइन अहिले भर्खरै रिसेन्टली वी हेभ अक्वायर्ड 20,000 plus square feet अफ एरिया जस्ट टु डु दिस थिङ होइन यो काम गर्नको लागि मात्रै भनेर पनि हामीले वी हेभ इम्प्रुभड आवर इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चर इन दिस वे यो बाहेक अब टेक्नोलोजीको कुरा गर्नुपर्दाखेरि दराज इज अ कम्पनी द्याट इज विदिन द अलिबाबा ग्रुप होइन अघि हजुरले पनि भन्दै हुनुहुन्थ्यो सिमिलरली लजारा भनेर पनि छ साउथ इस्ट एसियामा उहाँहरूको इन हाउस डेभलप गरेको टेक्नोलोजी युज गरिरहेको थियो विच वाज अलरेडी टु गुड really good system होइन तर अहिले भर्खर अगेन सो कपल अफ मन्थ्स ब्याक वी माइग्रेटेड फुल्ली इन्टु अलिबाबा सिस्टम होइन अलिबाबाको टेक्नोलोजीमा वी हेभ स्विच्ड सो दिस इज अघि हजुरले पनि भन्नुभयो दिस इज वान अफ दि लिडिङ कम्पनी विश्वभरिमै होइन सो यो टेक्नोलोजीमा वी हेभ मुभड इन्टु एन्ड वी आर प्रिटी कन्फिडेन्ट दिस इज स्टेट अफ द आर्ट खाले टेक्नोलोजी छ होइन इट इज मोर रोबस्ट इट क्यान ह्यान्डल ह्युज लोड्स एज वेल है सो अनि कस्टमरको पार्टबाट भन्नुपर्दाखेरि पनि आई मिन द भिजिबिलिटी इज मच बेटर होइन एक्सपिरियन्स जुन छ एप चलाउँदाखेरि द्याट इज मच बेटर देन वाट इट वाज बिफोर द्याट्स अनदर की फोकस अनि यो बाहेक तपाईँको अर्को भनेको ट्रेनिङ एन्ड डेभलपमेन्टको पार्ट छ जस्तै मैले अघि 700जना हामीले हायर गरिसक्यौँ दे आर अलरेडी इन्टु इन द रोड वर्किङ भनेर जुन भने so we just don't send these people out for delivery without anything होइन सो ट्रेनिङ एन्ड डेभलपमेन्टमा पनि हामीले मेजर फोकस गरिरहेको छौँ सो सेप्टेम्बरको अलमोस्ट मिड सेप्टेम्बरदेखि वी हेभ स्टार्टेड आवर हायरिङ होइन सो 2 महिना जस्तै अब नोभेम्बर 11 र सेप्टेम्बर मिडदेखि हेर्ने भने इट्स अलमोस्ट लाइक 2 months अनि यो टाइममा वी हेभ बिन फोकसिङ अन ट्रेनिङ दिज पिपल होइन कस्टमरसँग कसरी प्रेजेन्ट हुने कस्टमरको ग्रिभेन्सेसहरू अघि जुन तपाईँले भन्नुभयो ढिलो ल्यायो या के समस्या भयो त्यसलाई कसरी ह्यान्डल गर्ने होइन कसरी कस्टमरको एक्सपिरियन्स कसरी बेटर बनाउन सकिन्छ भनेर द्याट्स अनदर थिङ द्याट वी हेभ रियली फोकस्ड अन
सो जुन तपाईँले 700जना प्लस या अरू सहरमा छ यो ट्रेनिङको दौरानको लागि तपाईँहरूले ट्रेन गर्नुहुन्छ एन्ड देयर आउट अफ इट कि यो तपाईँहरूसँगै हुन्छ सधैँ
नो दे वुड स्टिल बी टुगेदर विथ अस सो भन्न खोजेको
इट्स नट campaign based or any particular event based
होइन so it's just about अब let's say you are a customer and I'm delivery agent होइन अब तपाईँसँग प्रस्तुत हुँदा म कसरी प्रस्तुत हुने बोल्दा कसरी बोल्ने होइन सामान दिँदा कसरी दिने अब अघि लिनोले पनि जोड्दै हुनुहुन्थ्यो कोभिड रिलेटेड या पेन्डेमिकको जुन कुराहरू गरिरहनु भएको थियो त्यो बेलामा हामी आफू पनि कसरी सेफ हुने सँगसँगै कस्टमरलाई पनि सेफ कसरी फिल गर्ने सँगसँगै सेफ कसरी राख्ने होइन त्यसमा पनि हाम्रो मेजर फोकस छ सो अगाडिको 11 हेर्ने हो भने we didn't have this early तर this time we have put in lot of effort, lot of resources, lot of things in this to make sure that the customer experience is utmost.
च्यालेन्जेसहरू के पाउनु भएको छ अहिले स्पेसली कस्टमर एस्पेक्टबाट जब घरमा पुग्छ नि त्यो कुराहरू या तपाईँले ट्रेन गरेको कुराहरू फर इन्स्टेन्स अलिकति ब्रेकेजहरू भयो भने या ड्यामेज पिसेसहरू हाउ डु ह्यान्डल यो कुरालाई
नो इट्स जस्ट द्याट अघि लिनो अल्सो हाइलाइटेड इट होइन सो हाम्रो चाहिँ रिटर्न पोलिसी छ सो देयर इज अलवेज गोइङ टु बी सम ग्रिभेन्सेस सम कहिले काहीँ फ्रेजाइल आइटम अर्डर गर्नुमा हुन्छ जाँदै अब किनभने मल्टिपल ह्यान्ड्स एक्सचेन्ज भएको हुन्छ सेलरले ड्रप गर्नु पऱ्यो सामान ड्रप भएर फेरि अघि मैले भने जस्तै त्यो सोर्टेसन सेन्टरमा आउँछ त्यसपछि लजिस्टिक्स पार्टनरलाई या हाम्रो इन हाउस टिमलाई जानु पऱ्यो सो गाडीको थ्रुबाट जान्छ फेरि त्यसपछि त्यो हब भन्ने ठाउँ छ जुन जसले चाहिँ लास्ट माइल डेलिभरीमा लैजाने हो त्यहाँबाट पनि अनि फेरि डेलिभरी हिरोहरूले यो प्याकेज बोकेर जानुपर्छ सो मल्टिपल एक्सचेन्ज हुँदाखेरि प्याकेजमा कहिलेकाहीँ इस्युज आउन सक्छ
स्पेशली फ्रेजाइल आइटमहरुमा
एक्ज्याक्टली सो यो इस्युजहरू हुनसक्छ अनि कहिलेकाहीँ अब जानी नजानिकनै पनि के हुन्छ भने रङ आइटमहरू डेलिभर भइरहेको हुन्छ सो द्याट्स अलवेज पार्ट अफ द गेम एज वेल होइन तर वाट वी क्यान अस्योर इज यो ग्रिभेन्सेस डेफिनेटली हुन्छ कस्टमरको एन्डमा तर वाट वी क्यान अस्योर इज रिटर्न पोलिसिज हुन्छ देन कस्टमरले लगइन गर्नुहुन्छ रिटर्नलाई and त्यसपछि we go our customer come to our locations and drop these packages and we easily के अरे कस्टमरको पैसाहरू चाहिँ we easily return back.
Okay. So thank you so much सन्तोष सर.
Thank you.
र म साथसाथै के पनि भन्न चाहन्छु अफ कोर्स यो नयाँ सिस्टम हो हाम्रो नेपालीहरूको लागि उहाँहरू पनि नयाँ हुनुहुन्छ हामी पनि नयाँ छौँ सो एक अर्कालाई बुझ्नु पर्यो एक अर्कालाई खोट लगाएर उहाँले यो सामान गरेन भनेर पछि पर्नु भन्दा पनि एक अर्कालाई समय दिनु पर्यो इमेजिन हामी नुनदेखि सुन किन्न आफै जान्थ्यौँ भने अहिले नुनदेखि सुन तपाईँको घर दैलोमा आइरहेछ भने डिफ्रेन्ट फेसिलिटी लाइक हि सेड मल्टिपल ह्यान्ड्समा त्यो गइसकेको हुन्छ मल्टिपल प्रोसेस भएर त्यो हामी कहाँ हुन्छ हामीलाई के साधारण रूपले कस्टमर एस्पेक्टबाट के लाग्छ भने मैले एउटा सामान मगाएँ भने त्यो सामान टक्क त्यहाँ टिपिन्छ अनि मेरो घरमा ल्याएर छोडिन्छ इट डजन्ट वर्क द्याट वे एउटा प्रोसेस हुन्छ त्यो कहाँ गएको जुन भर्खर सन्तोषजीले पनि हामीलाई इलाबोरेट गरिदिनु भयो मल्टिपल ह्यान्ड्समा हुँदै त्यो तपाईँको आउँदासम्म अफकोर्स त्यो थाउजन्ड्स अफ ट्रान्ज्याक्सनमा एक दुईवटा त्रुटि हुनु स्वाभाविक हो त्यसलाई चाहिँ अलिकति मानवीय त्रुटिको रूपमा नै लिइदियो भने र विथ टाइम करेक्सन गर्ने पनि एउटा तरिका हुन्छ हम्बल नाइस आइम स्योर तपाईँको कस्टमर सर्भिसहरूको हुन्छ जुन सम्झनासँग म एकैछिन कुरा गर्छु त्यसको लागि चाहिँ एन्ड आई थ्याङ्क यू फर डुइङ अल दिस फर अस एक्चुली घर घरमा हाम्रो पुग्दाखेरि एज अ कस्टमर चाहिँ I am a satisfied customer of Daraz. Personally, I can guarantee. एक दुईटा of course त्रुटिहरू हुन्छ, but then I ignore them because त्यो intention होइन, त्यो accidentally भएको. र म सबै दर्शकहरूलाई त्यही आग्रह गर्न चाहन्छु र सकेसम्म आफ्नो प्रश्नहरू पनि केही छ भने मैले जति जानेको छु मैले आफ्नो तर्फबाट कुरा राखिरहेको छु तर तपाईँहरू जति जान चाहनुहुन्छ तपाईँहरूको केही प्रश्न छ भने पनि प्लिज फिल फ्री अहिले जुन लाइभ यहाँले हेर्नु भएको छ दुईटा कुरा आफ्नो आइडियाजहरू पनि राख्नुहोस् आफ्नो क्वेसनहरू पनि राख्नुहोस् र त्यसको साथसाथै यसलाई सेयर पनि गरिदिनुहोस् त्यो गरे बापत अफकोर्स लाइक आई सेड तपाईँको लागि केही उपहारहरू पक्कै छ नाउ टकिङ अबाउट कस्टमर जब हामी कस्टमरको कुरा गर्छौँ या कुनै बिजनेसको कुरा गर्छौँ सबभन्दा इम्पोर्टेन्ट एस्पेक्ट भनेको कस्टमर सेटिस्फ्याक्सन नै हो र कस्टमरलाई फकाउन जति गाह्रो कुरा के पनि होइन रे त्यो एन्टरप्रेनरलाई सोध्यो भने कस्टमरले जे भन्छ त्यो राइट हो तर उहाँलाई फकाउन यति गाह्रो हुन्छ भन्नुहुन्छ त्यसको लागि कस्टमर सर्भिससँग डिरेक्टली काम गरिरहनु भएको सम्झनाजी हाम्रो साथ हुनुहुन्छ वेलकम सम्झना हाउ यु
I'm good, thank you.
कस्टमर भन्न साथ डर लाग्छ कि you get excited when you hear the word customer?
To be honest, I get excited किनभने धेरै टाइम भइसक्यो यही फिल्डमा काम गरिरहेको so it's fine यति धेरै च्यालेन्जेसहरू छ भनौँ न कम्प्लेन्ट्सहरू डेली बेसिसमा ह्यान्डल गरिरहेछ टिमले प्लस आफैले पनि होइन सो त्यो एउटा एक्सपिरियन्सले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ आई थिङ्क I get excited, I'd say.
कुनै कस्टमर भनौँ न कस्टमरले दराजलाई नबुझेको कुनै एस्पेक्ट छ जुन तपाईँ अहिले इलाबोरेट गर्न चाहनुहुन्छ मेबी यु वान्ट टु एक्सप्रेस
या सो अहिले भन्दा पनि अहिले त एक्चुअली धेरैजनालाई थाहा भइसक्यो कि दराज भनौँ न एउटा मार्केट प्लेस मोडल हो भनेर होइन कसरी काम हुन्छ भन्ने कुरा चाहिँ आई थिङ्क यो जुन कस्टमर एडुकेसनको साइडबाट चाहिँ हामीले to some extent cover भइ नै सकेको छ हैन तर अब few years back हेर्दाखेरि चाहिँ I think there were like you exactly so स्पेशली यो मार्केट प्लेस मोडल नै नबुझ्दिने के हैन कस्टमरले सो त्यो चाहिँ एकदमै ठुलो च्यालेन्ज थियो तर अगेन मार्केटिङ कस्टमर कम्युनिकेसन हैन यो सबै कुराहरूले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ इट्स इम्प्रुभड अ लट भन्छु म चाहिँ अहिले चाहिँ त्यस्तो दराज भनेर नचिन्ने पनि खासै कोही हुनुहुँदैन होला र मार्केट प्लेस मोडल भनेको के हो कसरी काम गर्छ भनेर नथाहा भएको पनि कोही पनि हुनुहुन्न जस्तो लाग्छ
दराजले कस्टमरलाई बिस्तारै बुझाउँदैछ यो के हो यो कसरी फंक्सन गर्छ भनेर
यो अनगोइङ नै हो फेरि अगेन हैन किनभने देयर आर सो मेनी थिंग्स अझै पनि बुझाउन बाँकी छ कस्टमरहरूलाई हैन भनौँ न यति धेरै कन्ट्याक्ट्सहरू आइरहेको हुन्छ अहिले पनि जुन चाहिँ भनौँ न इन्फर्मेसन चाहिँ हाम्रो वेबसाइट अर सोशल मिडियामा नै अलरेडी अवेलेबल हुन्छ त्यसको पनि क्वेसन्सहरू आइरहेको हुन्छ के हैन
भनेपछि कस्टमर स्याटिस्फ्याक्सन लेट्स रेट 1 to 10 कस्टमर स्याटिस्फ्याक्सनमा दराज कतिको अगाडि छ आउट अफ 10 1 being the least 10 being the best
okay so I would say
honest
8.5 because
where did that 0.5 come from
I think किनभने जस्तै अब हामीले हेर्छौँ होइन रिटर्न रेट नै हेर्न सकिन्छ होइन इट्स भेरी लो के होइन अब कस्टमर सर्भिसबाट हेर्दाखेरि चाहिँ भनौँ न वी गेट लट अफ कम्प्लेन्स भन्छौँ होइन बट देन कम्प्लेन गर्ने पनि देयर आर जस्ट फ्यु कस्टमर्स भनौँ न होइन सो उहाँहरूले
कम्प्लेनहरू आउँछ मैले सामान एउटा मगाएको थिएँ अर्कै आयो वा फुट्यो या ढिलो आयो त्यो 3-4वटा बाइक त उहाँहरूसँग त धेरै उ छैन
नर्मली त्यस्तै नै हो या इभन लाइक रिटर्न रिजन्सहरू पनि खासमा त्यस्तै नै हुन्छ होइन रिटर्न गर्ने रिजन्सहरू पनि रङ प्रडक्ट सन्तोष दाइले भन्नुभयो होइन डेलिभर हुन्छ अनि कहिलेकाहीँ ड्यामेज प्रडक्ट डेलिभर हुन्छ यो पुरै लजिस्टिक फेसिलिटीबाट त्यो प्रोसेसबाट जाँदाखेरि चाहिँ
कुनै सामान मगाउँदाखेरि ड्यामेज भयो भने रेस्पोन्सिबिलिटी दराजले लिन्छ कि द कन्सर्न बडी जसको प्रडक्ट हो उसले नै गर्दाखेरि सो कुनै सामान फर इन्स्टेन्स I sell some fragile item. Then you come to me. तपाईँ दराज हुनुभयो र कोही व्यक्तिका जान्छ भने मैले नै तपाईँका चाहिँ सही सामान पुरा छ कि छैन त्यो क्रस चेक हुन्छ पहिल्यै
त्यो चाहिँ अगेन या इट्स अबाउट मार्केट प्लेस है सो त्यो
a crystal flower vase or any glass flower vase I produce. Then some customer wants it, you're the bridge, then you come and you get it from me. So do you check the fragile glass, is it okay, is it of good quality?
यस्तो छ है अब मैले भर्खर भनिहालेँ मार्केट प्लेस मोडल हो होइन सेलरहरूले सेल गर्ने हो हामीले चाहिँ होइन तर जस्तै एउटा लेभलको चेक चाहिँ हुन्छ तर इट्स नट पोसिबल टु चेक इच एन्ड एभ्री प्याकेजेस भनौँ न हाम्रो साइडबाट बट हामीले चाहिँ सेलर एडुकेसनमा पनि जोड दिइरहेको छौँ कि होइन जसले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ सेलरले चाहिँ राम्ररी चेक गरेर होइन राम्ररी प्याकेजिङ त्यो इभन लाइक प्याकेजिङको पनि प्रोसेस छ हामीसँग होइन सो त्यो प्रोसेस फलो गरेकै हुनुपर्छ सेलरले पनि के होइन सेलर कम्प्लायन्स भनेर छ देयर आर लाइक सो मेनी थिङ्स होइन जुन लाइक क्राइटेरियाजहरू छ त्यो कुराहरू चाहिँ फलो गर्नुपर्ने हुन्छ
मैले बुझ्न खोजेको जस्तो फ्लावर भास एउटा छ फ्रजाइल आइटम हो कोहीलाई मैले होइन तपाईँले थ्रु तपाईँ मलाई लिएर जाँदै हुनुहुन्छ भने त्यो ब्रेकेज छ भने चाहिँ इज इट दराज फल्ट or is it the seller's fault?
So त्यो चाहिँ डिपेन्ड गर्छ है फेरि टु बी अनेस्ट यो चाहिँ लाइक हामीसँग फेरि जस्तै रिटर्न गर्नुभयो कुनै पनि कस्टमरले अब रिटर्न गरिसकेपछि फेरि त्यो रिटर्न पछिको क्वालिटी चेक हुन्छ कि पहिला एउटा चेक हुन्छ डेलिभर हुने बेलामा र क्वालिटी चेक हुन्छ त्यसमा चाहिँ अगेन वी हेभ एउटा डिसिजन मेट्रिक्स इन प्लेस होइन सो त्यो फलो गरेर चाहिँ वी डिसाइड हुन्छ या एक्ज्याक्टली क्वालिटी चेक टिम छ होइन त्यो टिमले चाहिँ चेक गर्छ एन्ड देन दे डिसाइड अगेन अन द बेसिस अफ दिस डिसिजन मेट्रिक्स अनि त्यसपछि अब सेलरको फल्ट हुन्छ कि या दराजकै फल्ट पनि हुनसक्छ होइन अरू कुनै लजिस्टिक पार्टनरको फल्ट हुनसक्छ अनि त्यो बेसिसमा चाहिँ वी डिसाइड कि के हो त भनेर होइन अरू कस्टमरकै फल्ट पनि हुनसक्छ कहिलेकाहीँ होइन सो त्यो केसमा चाहिँ
इन्टेन्सन इट्स अल अबाउट इन्टेन्सन
एक्ज्याक्टली
सो जतिजनाले पनि अहिले हामीलाई अहिले लाइभ हेरिरहनु भएको छ सिन्स यु डिलिङ विथ द कस्टमर फ्रन्ट ह्यान्ड केही सजेसन केही भन्न चाहनुहुन्छ आफ्नो कस्टमरहरूलाई एज अ कस्टमर सर्भिस अपरेसनको मान्छे भएर
या अहिले आई थिङ्क अहिले अब 11-11को माहौल भएको कारणले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ सो 11-11मा नै कसरी पर्चेज गर्ने त होइन के कुरालाई ध्यान दिने त भन्ने कुराहरू चाहिँ अलिकति हाइलाइट गर्न चाहन्छु होइन किनभने आइ नै सक्यो 11-11 अनि फेरि वान डे सेल हो यो है सो एक दिनको मात्र सेल 24 घन्टा रन हुन्छ अनि यो भनौँ न जति पनि डिल्स अफर्सहरू जति पनि अभाइलेबल छ हामीसँग त्यो भनेको चाहिँ तपाईँको रन आउट हुने चान्सेस एकदमै हाई छ होइन अनि एभ्री आवर्स वी हेभ लाइक समथिङ न्यू भनौँ न वी अफर्ड समथिङ न्यू फर आवर कस्टमर्स होइन अनि त्यो कारणले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ फर्स्ट थिङ द्याट आई वुड वान्ट टु से टु आवर कस्टमर्स इज स्टे अपडेटेड होइन किप योर सेल्फ अपडेटेड त्यसको लागि चाहिँ अहिलेदेखि नै सोसियल मिडिया हाम्रो फेसबुक पेज या इन्स्टाग्राम पेज छ त्यो चाहिँ फलो गर्नुहोस् भन्छु होइन त्यहाँ चाहिँ डिफ्रेन्ट इन्फर्मेसनहरू हुन्छ होइन र हाम्रो एप पनि चेक गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ वेबसाइट चेक गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ त्यसमा पनि ओके 11-11को दिनमा चाहिँ के अफर्सहरू होइन वाट्स न्यू कस्टमर्सको लागि होइन डिस्काउन्ट्सहरू डिफ्रेन्ट मेकानिक्सहरू हुन्छ होइन सो त्यो बुझ्नको लागि चाहिँ अहिलेदेखि नै किप योर सेल्फ अपडेटेड एन्ड देन यु नो गेट रेडी भन्न चाहन्छु अनि त्यसपछि अर्को कुरा चाहिँ एकदमै इम्पोर्टेन्ट कुरा हामीले अगाडि पनि डिस्कस गरिसक्यो होइन सो त्यो चाहिँ प्रिपेमेन्टको कुरा होइन सो हामीसँग अभियसली दराजको साइडबाट देयर आर लाइक क्रेजी डिस्काउन्ट्स हैन सेलरको साइडबाट पनि हामीले गुड प्राइस इन्स्योर गर्न ट्राई गरिरहेको छौँ हैन अहिले 1111 को लागि भनेर र त्यसमा पनि अझै एडिसनल डिस्काउन्ट भनेर हाम्रो ब्याङ्किङ पार्टनर्सहरूले चाहिँ 11 ब्याङ्किङ पार्टनर्सहरूले 1111 को दिनमा चाहिँ डिफ्रेन्ट लाइक भनौँ न सर्टेन पर्सेन्टेजको डिस्काउन्ट लिएर आउनु भएको छ द्याट इज अप टु द्याट इज अप टु 3000 हैन सो 3000 सम्मको डिस्काउन्ट एडिसनल डिस्काउन्ट अझै हैन सो त्यसको लागि चाहिँ कस्टमरहरूलाई चाहिँ आफ्नो कार्ड चाहिँ एक्टिभेट गर्न अनुरोध गर्छु हैन र ब्याङ्क अहिले नै अब कस्तो भने मेरो एक्सपिरियन्स वाइज भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ कस्टमर सर्भिसमा वी गेट लट अफ क्वेरिज के हैन मेरो कार्ड नै चलेन भनेर भन्नुहुन्छ हैन तर इट्स भेरी इजी नि त उहाँहरूले चाहिँ के यो कार्ड नै एक्टिभेट गर्नुहुन्न अनलाइन ट्रान्जेक्सनको लागि के अनि त्यसपछि हाम्रो टिमले चाहिँ एडुकेट गर्छ कि कार्ड चाहिँ अनलाइन ट्रान्जेक्सनको लागि ब्याङ्कलाई कन्ट्याक्ट गरेर चाहिँ एक्टिभेट गर्नु भनेर भन्छौँ हैन सो त्यो अब फेरि 1111 मा किन अझै इम्पोर्टेन्ट छ भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ एकदम लिमिटेड टाइमको लागि हो नि त अनि त्यसपछि इभन यो ब्याङ्किङ डिस्काउन्ट्सहरू पनि भनौँ न रन आउट हुने चान्सेसहरू हाई छ कि फेरि त्यो कारणले गर्दाखेरि अहिलेदेखि नै रेडी भएर हैन कार्ड एक्टिभेट गरेर अनलाइन ट्रान्जेक्सनको लागि रेडी हुनुहोस् भन्न चाहन्छु
त्यसको साथसाथै यदि जस्ट इन केस कोही कस्टमरले हामीलाई हेरिरहनु भएको छ दे वान्ट टु कम्प्लेन अर दे वान्ट टु कम्प्लिमेन्ट अर गिभ फिडब्याक So what is the procedure? के हुन्छ? How can they contact Daraz for their compliment, their complaints, you know, suggestions?
Yeah, I think it's a very good point. Thank you for bringing this. This is again very important. मैले दुईटा कुरा एक्सप्लेन गर्न चाहन्छु यसमा जस्तै हामीसँग हाम्रो टिम अवेलेबल छ हैन भनौँ न अझै 1111 लाई हेर्ने हो भने त जस्ट लाइक यता लजिस्टिक्स साइडमा इभन कस्टमर एन्ड सेलर सपोर्ट साइडमा पनि हामीले अराउन्ड 200 पिपल एक्स्ट्रा पिपल चाहिँ हायर गरेको छौँ कि हैन सो त्यो चाहिँ जस्ट टु सपोर्ट आवर कस्टमर्स अन द भेरी डे भनौँ न 1111 को दिनको लागि मात्र भनेर अनि सो एउटा चाहिँ अब यसमा मैले हाइलाइट गर्न चाहेको कुरा चाहिँ अपरेटिङ आवर्स है यो चाहिँ जस्तै नर्मल अपरेटिङ आवर्स भनेको चाहिँ हाम्रो बिहान 7 बजेदेखि बेलुका 9 बजेसम्म छ रेगुलर डेजमा चाहिँ है त्यो चाहिँ कस्टमर साइडमा
If they want to call and then share their ideas, then it's from 7 to
7 to 9.
Okay, 7 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Yeah. So that's for customers. अनि त्यसपछि सेलर सपोर्ट टिम पनि छ हामीसँग फेरि हैन सो सेलरले कल गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ या लाइभ च्याटबाट भनौँ न इन्टरेक्ट गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ हामीसँग हैन सो त्यसको लागि चाहिँ बिहान 9 बजेदेखि बेलुका 6 बजेसम्म छ द्याट्स फर नर्मल टाइमिङ हैन अनि
फर दिस पर्टिकुलर 1111 क्याम्पेनमा के छ
सो सो 1111 क्याम्पेनको लागि चाहिँ हामीले एक्सटेन्ड गरेको छौँ हाम्रो अपरेटिङ आवर्सहरू है सो कस्टमर साइडमा चाहिँ भनौँ न अब 1111 कै दिनमा चाहिँ रात लाइक मिडनाइटबाट 2 बजेसम्म आवर टिम विल बी अवेलेबल हैन त्यो चाहिँ स्पेसली लाइभ च्याट र सोसियल मिडियामा चाहिँ हामीले चाहिँ अर्को कुरा पनि हाइलाइट गर्न चाहे यसमा जस्तै इनबाउन्ड भोइस जुन छ भोइस लाइक कल सेन्टर चाहिँ सो त्यो चाहिँ वी हेभ डिसाइडेड टु सट डाउन स्पेसली लाइक फर्स्ट एन्ड सेकेन्ड डे त्यो किन भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ अलिकति लङ्गर वेटिङ टाइम छ कि त्यहाँ चाहिँ कस्टमरलाई सो अलिकति ह्यासल कम होस् हैन कस्टमर सर्भिसमा कन्ट्याक्ट गर्नलाई भनेर चाहिँ हामीले चाहिँ कस्टमरहरूलाई यता लाइभ च्याटतिर चाहिँ डाइभर्ट गरिरहेको छौँ हैन
more focus would be on delivery and then buying and selling rather than getting complaints and compliments.
No, it's not that. It's not that. Like complaints are always welcome. है त्यो चाहिँ just from भनौँ न different medium जुन चाहिँ अझै सजिलो छिटो छरितो छ कि हैन त्यो भनेको चाहिँ लाइभ च्याट छ हामीसँग हैन हेल्प सेन्टर छ त्यो इभन लाइक अफ आवरमा पनि कसैले केही क्वेरिजहरू छ कन्सर्न्सहरू छ भने चाहिँ उहाँहरूले हेल्प सेन्टरभित्र एफएक्युजहरू फ्रिक्वेन्टली आस्क क्वेसन्सहरू हैन रिगार्डिङ डिफ्रेन्ट क्याटेगोरिज लाइक डेलिभरी रिटर्न हैन जति पनि कम्प्लेन्ट्स छ त्यो सबै कुराहरू चाहिँ कस्टमरले अलरेडी भनौँ न आन्सर्सहरू भेट्न सक्नुहुन्छ र त्यहाँबाट भेट्नु भएन भने चाहिँ लाइभ च्याट इज देयर जहाँ चाहिँ हामीले भनौँ न 30 सेकेन्ड्सको सर्भिस लेभल चाहिँ हामीले इन्स्योर गरिरहेको छौँ एन्ड द्याट इज वाट वी आर एमिङ फर इभन अन द डे अफ 1111.
All right. So Samdhanji, thank you so much for elaborating all the customer service problemहरू I'm sure जतिजनाले आफ्नो कम्प्लेन कन्सर्नहरू र क्वेरिजहरू थियो I think यो सम्झनाजीले फुलफिल गरिदिनु भयो होला थ्याङ्क यू सो मच र त्यसको लागि लाइक सम्झनाजी सेड केही कम्प्लेन छ भने उहाँको टेलिफोन लाइन्सहरू ओपन छ डिफ्रेन्ट मिडियम्सहरू छ जेन्युइन कम्प्लेन गरिदिनु होला सो द्याट दे विल अल्सो ग्रो र हामी पनि ग्रो हुनुपर्छ थ्याङ्क यू सो मच सम्झनाजी इन द मेन टाइम Let's talk about 11/11 जुन the biggest sell हुन लागेको छ. So please make sure that you have your product ready. तपाईको आफ्नो चाहिँ के किन्ने सोच बनाइरहनु भएको छ त्यसलाई चाहिँ ready click of a button को लागि ready बनाएर बस्नुस्. In the meantime त्यसको साथसाथै तपाईको concern queries हरू छ भने पनि you are always welcome. त्यसको साथसाथै हामी मिडियाबाट पनि केही क्वेशनहरु लिइरा छौं, पब्लिकहरु पनि केही क्वेशन लिइरा हुन्छौं र त्यसको लागि लिनोजीलाई म एकैछिनमा फेरि बोलाउँछु. अहिलेको लागि चाहिँ दशैं धमाका तर्फ लागौं. जहाँ तपाईले दशैंको दौरानमा जुन तपाईले पर्चेज गर्नु भएको छ त्यस बापत आज अपाचे एउटा बाइक त्यस मध्येको एउटा पर्चेज गर्ने व्यक्तिले पाउँदैछ. दशैं त सिद्धिसक्यो र तिहारकै मुख अगाडि तपाईको घरमा एउटा बाइक ब्रान्ड न्यू अपाचे आउनु भनेको and all credit goes to Daraz, all thanks to Daraz for making us happy. It's all about surprises. You know, business आफ्नो ठाउँमा होला, but the motive is to make every customer happy in different ways. र त्यही क्रममा 60,084 पर्चेजेस हरु भारै छ दशैं धमाकाको दौरानमा, दराज दशैं धमाकाको दौरानमा. सो ती मध्ये आज एउटा लकी विनरले प्राप्त गर्दै हुनुहुन्छ a brand new bike. How cool is that? मैले पनि किनेको थिए. I don't know I'm eligible or not. यदि झुकेर पनि मेरो नाम आयो भने सम्भवतः मैले पाउँदिन होला र मैले लिनु पनि किन हुन्न भने I'm doing the show. Anyways, I think do we have the, since this is live, we want to make it absolutely live, fair. Do we have the winner? All right, and this is for Dasai Daraz Dhamaka Apache RTR bike. एउटा व्यक्तिले प्राप्त गर्दै 60,084 purchases जसले गर्नुभयो. Out of those, one winner will get this. And thank you. You want to come on screen? Say hi to the audience. All right, and the winner of Dasai Dhamaka giveaway of TVS RTR bike is उहाँको इमेल एड्रेस प्राप्त भएको छ puzalimbu35@gmail.com. All right, there you go. Congratulations, Puzaji. puzalimbu35@gmail.com. A big congratulations. Thank you for shopping with Daraz and thank you for all your support and love for Daraz. आगामी दिनमा पनि यही माया यही सद्भाव देखाइरहनु होला and big congratulations. I hope you are a rider. If not, तपाईको घरमा कोही राइडर छ, make sure that he has a license or she has a license. उले आफ्नो ट्राफिक नियम पालना गर्नुहोस्. You wear proper helmet, proper gear. Because life is too precious. When it comes to bike, we tend to get the speed. That's what we need normally भन्ने गर्छौं. तर make sure that you keep your family and yourself very safe and make sure that you follow all traffic rules. A big congratulations and I hope चाँडै नै तपाईले आफ्नो प्राइज क्लेम गर्न लाउनुहुन्छ होला. Thank you so much. With that, Lino is back again.
Thank you.
Welcome. A few questions.
Yeah.
From the media and from public.
Always welcome.
You want to go for media first or public first?
You choose.
All right. Few concerns. Why is the delivery charge applied for every product in my order?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think it ties a little bit together with what also Samjana and Santosh talked about.
Yeah.
So we're a marketplace, right? So that means is we're actually not selling our own products. So sometimes people have this misconception that all these items are in our warehouse and we're just shipping them from one warehouse.
That's what I thought earlier too.
Exactly. And that's also a common misconception.
Yeah.
You're not the only one.
Yeah.
But it's really, for us, it's about empowerment, right? So we have these 6,000 sellers and one might be in Pokhara and another one might be in Kathmandu. And obviously what we're doing is to kind of really merge all these orders together, but it might mean that, let's say you place an order of 10 different items, they might be from completely different sellers. And that also means is that they might arrive at your place at different times. And that's why the delivery charge applies on each item. And also depends obviously what weight every item has. And that's pretty much how this is kind of combined. So every marketplace, it's the same when you also look at Amazon, for example, in the US, or you look at Flipkart in India.
So this is a global trend.
When it's a marketplace.
Yeah.
But also Flipkart, for example, or other big companies, they also sometimes have items in their own warehouse. And in such cases, then it makes sense that the delivery charge is merged, right? Because it comes from the same place. But whenever it comes from different locations, then obviously there's logistics effort, which was explained by Santosh, and that makes kind of delivery
Is there
charge.
any mechanism where the customer would just know that this is from one warehouse or different outlets? Is there a process or a platform on Daraz where you can actually know that, okay, whatever order I'm doing is coming from a single warehouse?
Good question. Yeah, it's called Fulfilled by Daraz. So it's FBD pretty much. And that means is that it comes really from the same location. And that
So
means
in that case, the customer won't have to pay for every item.
It depends on the weight. It depends on the weight. Yeah. So obviously, when you have a lot of heavy items, then you can't just.
True.
Yeah, exactly. So that's pretty much how it
You
works.
need to be realistic as well.
You need to be realistic. But then sometimes we also do bring obviously offers in, and we sometimes offer free shipping offers. So and especially also in 11/11, I think that's also what people can be quite excited about because a lot of sellers are also offering free shipping. We will do also something special about free shipping, and that's where 11/11 also will ensure that not everything is of course free shipping, but there will be some special offers at times.
Okay, I think some Samsung lover is here. Samsung M31, is it going to be launched on 11/11?
We already have it. We already have it. It's already there. But more importantly, we have actually a Samsung launch of another phone, which is called the FE20, which is also a very, very strong phone. So we have the M31, which you already mentioned, but we also have a very new phone, which is exclusive in that variant on the Daraz. So we're pretty excited about not only bringing like all these mega deals up to 60%, but we're also bringing a launch from Samsung. We're also bringing other launches, exclusive deals, and Samsung is one of them. Yeah.
All right. I think we'll go back for a few media questions.
Yeah.
Prepare yourself because media is too strong and too
yeah,
nasty
yeah.
at times. All right. What do you think will be the attraction of 11/11 when the economy is a bit sluggish due to COVID-19, of course, and other items apart from food and groceries? So how are you coping with this?
I would say that this was the situation maybe in the first lockdown, right? So March, April, this is when we were really selling a lot of groceries together with Big Mart, and we were really focusing on these essentials, right? So
daily essentials.
Masks, sanitizers, food items. But then also people have needs, right? They have shopping needs. And I mean, you might realize this yourself, maybe in the beginning you didn't buy a lot, but then after months you can also not just ignore what you need at some point, right? And we also see this now picking up quite a lot. Fashion is really picking up quite significantly. People need winter fashion. People need a home office setup. So we also saw really strong demand for laptops, computer screens, mobile phones. So it's really not only about these two categories that you mentioned. It's actually really about a lot of things. And the cool thing is also that when we do this 24-hour sale for 11/11, when we have these mega deals up to 60%, people can really get a really, really good bargain on this 24-hour sale, and it's across all categories. It doesn't matter if it's fashion, electronics, lifestyle items, groceries. It's really across everything.
Like you said, mentioned earlier, the first lockdown during March, April was we went for essential items or the basic items.
And fashion went down, but then also like after some time it really went up again.
And slowly we've converted ourselves for luxury items as well.
Yeah,
so
you're right.
That's
we see obviously what people want.
Yeah, and lately few smaller onlines and similar like Daraz services are booming. Is it a bit of a concern for you?
Actually not. I mean, what we always say, and we have been always saying this, we actually wanted more competition because I think it also drives just a service battle. So that's kind of what Samjan is also talking about. It's good when more people come into the game. And that pretty much happened, right? I mean, without naming the names.
So are you open for collaboration as well, maybe?
I think we don't need that actually, right? So I think it's good that there are a lot of small companies because also it raises the awareness, right? It's also that a lot of people tried in the first lockdown to move online, but also a lot of companies realize it's not as easy as just setting up a website and having a delivery van. Yeah. There's more behind it, right? There's technology behind it, there's customer service behind it.
There's a lot of research and development behind it.
For sure, and you cannot catch up in a couple of days what other companies have been doing, but I'm generally happy because competition drives and makes an ecosystem better.
And I think there are a lot of complaints regarding the delivery and the things that I see on website or through my social media or the phone that I see, the product that I order, and when I get it, it's not the same.
I would also again say that this is, I would say every industry has to develop, right? And we're also obviously as good as the industry is in Nepal. I would say that a big focus for us over the last 2 years has been really on making sellers better, right? Because like I said, it's not in our warehouse and we have these 6,000 sellers on the platform and they need to perform. And we really put a lot of focus on training. We have a Daraz University where we really focus on making sellers better. We're also quite strict on sellers. We also delist a lot of sellers when they don't perform. We have penalties, financial penalties on sellers if they exactly do what you just mentioned. But then we also see where we have gone over the last 2 years. I would say the improvement has been quite significant because our return rate, for example, of all the products, and this was, for example, more than 3 lakh products sold in October, which is quite a lot, right?
Especially during this pandemic.
It's quite a lot of products, but only 3% are returned. That's obviously also shows that yes, there are complaints. And
what were the reasons? for the 3% return?
It sometimes depends. It's sometimes not as advertised. There might be sometimes maybe a small piece missing, but it's very, very little when you really look at the whole volume overall. But nevertheless, we need to bring this even down, right? So our goal is always...
It has to go to zero.
It has to go to zero, which is obviously very difficult to achieve, but impossible is nothing, right? And we are obviously always focused on really making the sellers better, making the logistics partners better, so that the shopping experience becomes more safe. And also you gain more trust, right? What we talked about in the beginning is you need to gain trust. And that's our job to make sure that these policies and structures are there. And I think we're going in the right direction. And sellers are improving. They're getting much, much better, similar like what we see in neighboring countries like India and China. But we're not done. We're still improving. We're still working very closely with everyone to make this ecosystem better.
So what would be your suggestion to all the customer out there who are already a customer, who wants to be a customer, wants to be a seller, who wants to be, buyer? As a whole, what would be your suggestion from Daraz for years to come? How would you collaborate with them?
I think for the sellers it's very simple. They just sign up, they just need a business registration, and they can pretty much start after just receiving some packaging material, going through the training, and then they can start. So it's very, very simple. And the cool thing is that they don't sell only in the neighborhood, but they can actually sell nationwide, right? We talked about these 27 cities. Hopefully in the future also abroad. That's always things that we're looking at, that how can we open up the global market for Nepali sellers? And then for the customer, it's equally simple. You just sign up, you need a phone number. You obviously need to learn how the platform works. This is what Samjana and the team, and also a lot of education on the platform is on how to do it. But in the end, it's very, very simple. And the good thing is also there's no risk, right? Because you can place an order, and even if there's something with the order which is very unlikely, or you don't like it, then you can just return it and you can get your money back. So in that sense, people should just try it out. And I think 11/11 is the best time to do this because there's great deals, a lot of discounts, a lot of launches. And even if something is afterwards, then they just return it and they get their money back. So,
okay, I have a situation to share here.
Yeah.
For instance, I'm into media. I have a lot of shoots. I'm shooting all the time. I give you an example. For instance, it's my anniversary. And somehow, with very tight schedule, I could not make it. And I'm out of station. Let's say I'm in Pokhara right now.
Yeah.
And it's my anniversary. And what I want to do to my wife is surprise her at midnight. Surprise her with some gifts. Is it possible through Daraz in years to come?
I think this is an interesting question. And I would say
it's
that...
midnight and it's all surprises.
Right now we don't have that, right? But it doesn't mean that
But don't you think it's such a beautiful thing?
It is a beautiful thing. And I think
business and emotions coming together.
And I think and I think your wife will be also very happy. So, and I'm sure also a lot of people would be happy about this.
Well, that depends on the gift too.
Of course. That is also very true. But I think in the middle, to be us, like, I would say never, right? So right now we don't have this scheduled on time that it is at a particular time slot. But we're obviously always discussing about new options because we always want to offer something new, and let's see what happens in the future.
Let's say simple, a cake, happy anniversary.
Yeah.
A simple cake at the doorstep at 12 midnight from Daraz.
Right now we don't focus on this so much, but let's see, maybe in the future we will.
Yes, I think that will have extra love for the customer, and then vice versa.
I'm sure there will be, yeah.
All right. So before we wrap up, 11/11 just around the corner. And anything you would like to add with the campaign, 11/11 as a specific campaign, and earlier days and the coming days of Daraz for Nepalese community? How is going to cater?
I think we heard a lot about what the preparations have been, right? So on the customer service side, on the operation side. And for us, it's really a special day because for Alibaba, it's the world's biggest sale day. And we're bringing it now for the third time here. And we're very excited about bringing it to Nepal because we have so many things, despite the circumstances, that we can offer customers. Like we have these mega deals up to 60% with really a lot of exclusive products. We have exclusive launches, what we talked about from Samsung and other phones. We have a lot of vouchers that we're going to release at different times of the day. And all of these offers are much, much better than in previous campaigns. And the only tricky part for customers is that it's within 24 hours. So they need to be very, very quick. We have flash sales where some offers are only for, let's say, an hour, for example. And even the banking offers that we talked about, they're super crazy, right? Like, I mean, up to 3,000. I've never seen any other company offering something like this. And that's what 11/11 is all about, that we offer something that customers cannot get anywhere
And they'll have to wait for that particular day.
And they have to wait for that particular day. But also things will run out
So
quickly.
what's the peak hour like? Let's say imagine 11:11. Is it the first hour, is it the first hour or the 23rd hour?
It's the first hour. It's really like what we really see is that people add items to their cart and they're really waiting that the clock
first
strikes
hour.
midnight, and then the traffic hits really, really fast, because also then we have a lot of vouchers, the banking discounts are all available. So people are really, really fast, and they're also smart, and they're also getting smarter over time. And that's also what Samjana was mentioning, that customers, our consumers, have to be quick because these discounts might run out. And then we also, throughout the day, when we offer different things like the flash sales, for example, new vouchers coming in, free shipping slots, then we always see different spikes at different times. But you're right, the first hour is the most busy one, I would say.
Okay.
And that's the same for Alibaba in China.
Yeah, excluding 11:11. The best thing about Daraz is they always come up with surprises. A lot of campaigns, a lot of schemes. And there's something happening, something or the other happening. So in coming years, post 11:11, for particular 2020, post 2020 or early 2021, what's Daraz doing for customer?
I think you're right, because we cannot stand still, right? We always have to bring something new. We want to entertain people, and there's always...
You just engage people all the time.
We have to, right? And I think also that's interesting, because sometimes we set the benchmark in Nepal for e-commerce, and yes, we have to focus a lot on assortment and bringing good deals. That's the major priority. But you also said it's like about engagement. And we're also looking at a lot of new features on how can we bring personalities onto the platform and also get them kind of excited and promote certain products. So there's a lot of things happening. We're going to expand to much more delivery cities in the new year for sure. We're obviously going to bring a lot more sellers on the platform. So there's a lot of new mechanics also coming. And we always try to innovate, do something that no one has done before. Most of the time it goes right. I think that's where we are. But not everything goes right. I think we're a young team. We're always trying out. And I think that's also the beauty of this ecosystem, is that we can try out. We're always the first mover often to do it. And there's a lot of learnings. And in the end, we just want to offer a good customer experience.
I think we're just in the earlier years of relationship, I guess.
Very
where you
much.
have a lot of doubts, where you have a lot of complaint. But once you get to know each other, the relation is going to be smooth.
Exactly. And we're here to stay.
All right. And of course, the statement says Daraz is here to stay. And we make sure that they stay back, and that we need to be with them. We need to trust them. We need to support them. We need to guide them. And that's customers' responsibility. I guess it was amazing 1 hour. Lino, thank you so much. Best wishes to you, the entire team. The things that you're doing, you're introducing new laws, new things, new e-commerce, online things. And hats off to your team. And we make sure that you're here, and then we buy regularly through Daraz.
Appreciate the kind words, and I'm looking forward to 11/11. I also hope that the consumers do, and hopefully you as well.
Of course, I'll do that. I'll check out my checklist as well. All right, with that, कार्यक्रमको अन्त्यमा छौँ हामी. Thank you so much. 11/11 को यो एउटा भर्चुअल क्याम्पेनको अनाउन्समेन्ट थियो. त्यसको साथसाथ दसैँ दराज धमाकाको हामीले विनर पनि अनाउन्स गर्यौँ. र 11/11 को विनर जुन छ Apache RTR 310 को नोभेम्बर 19th मा हामी लकी ड्र गर्दैछौँ. Please make sure that you're there. तपाईको नाम पनि त्यहाँ होस्. Like I said, प्लिज जुन तरिकाले दराजले यहाँ लिदिनु भएको छ त्यसको लागि चाहिँ वी रियली अप्रिसिएट. त्यसको साथसाथै जुन कमी कमजोरी त्रुटिहरू भइरहेको छ त्यसलाई पनि सुधार्दै हामी अगाडि बढ्नेछौँ. तपाईँहरूको साथ पक्कै पनि हुन्छ होला. मेक श्योर द्याट 11/11 इज योर द्याट 24 hour वेयर यु वान्ट टु बाई एन्ड यु गेट अमेजिङ डिस्काउन्ट्स. डिस्काउन्ट माथिको त्यो डिस्काउन्ट पनि मेक श्योर द्याट यु गेट फुल युटिलाइजेसन. ह्याप्पी सपिङ, स्टे सेफ. Please keep that physical distance, wear masks properly, sanitize पनि गर्नु होला, साबुन पानीले हात धोइरहनु होला. सकेसम्म नयाँ कुरा नयाँ व्यक्तिसँग भेट्दाखेरि अलि सचेत रहनु होला. If you do that, life will be good. Thank you so much. I'll see you soon next time with, of course, Daraz. Till then, take care, bye-bye, and one more time, happy Tihar and happy Chhat in advance. Thank you so much.
धडकन बढ्नेछ एकाएक. दराज 11:11